Hello class, welcome to Digital Electronics class. So today we are going to discuss the different types of sequential circuit. A sequential circuit, as we have discussed earlier, is what? It is a circuit in which the present output depends upon the present input as well as on the past outputs. So it is of two types. We have synchronous circuit or asynchronous circuit. Now we have also discussed about the clock signals. And what is a clock signal? It is a signal which is basically used to control the memory of the sequential circuit. So if we are using the clock signal, then it is called as a synchronous circuit, and if we are not using the clock signal, then it is called as the asynchronous circuit. Now let us see the further difference and more differences about the synchronous and the asynchronous circuit. So the first difference between the synchronous and asynchronous circuit is what? A synchronous circuit uses the clock signal, and the asynchronous circuit, it does not use the clock signal. Okay. Now what is the second difference? The second difference states that the status of the memory element is affected only at the active edge if the input is changed. It means that since we are using the clock signal in the circuit, so definitely the status of the memory will be affected when we are giving the clock signal. Okay, but in case of asynchronous circuit, since the clock signal is not used, so the status of the memory element will change anytime as soon as the input is changed. So it is not affected by the edge of the clock signals. Okay, the third difference is that the synchronous circuit is easy to design. Okay, and in asynchronous circuit, since the clock signal is absent and the output is controlled only by the application of the input, so it is difficult to obtain the output. So we have to design it very carefully. So the design of the circuits is difficult. The last difference between the synchronous and the asynchronous circuit is that the synchronous circuit works slower, but the asynchronous works faster. Since the triggering is done through the clock signal, and when the signal will change, the clock signal will change, then only the memory will be active. So the circuit has to wait for the clock signal. So that is why the synchronous circuit works slower. But in asynchronous circuit, since the clock is absent, so it does not have to wait for the clock signal triggering, and it will change instantaneously when the inputs will change. So these are some of the differences between the synchronous and the asynchronous circuit. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any suggestions or any doubt, you can put it in the comment line or you can contact me. Thank you.